Try to run. Ramming cars. Get out of the car! Get out of the car! You're under arrest!
What's up, my PBM family? What's up? Another episode of Old School Cops presented by PBM. You got the squad. You got the three-man unit. You got the best, highly trained, intelligent three-man unit in the game on social media. We got just about 100 years of experience, and it's very diverse. We all have different specialties, we come from different departments, different training. Man, when I tell you, like, you got a real diverse squad right here. We got my boy Shane. He was a Red Dog, one of the Red Dog operators. If you guys know BMF, a real aggressive street enforcement unit that went after gangs, drugs, guns, you name it, these guys was on it. He also was the commander of the SWAT team. And then we got the OG. Always good to have the OG a part of the squad, because this man been doing policing and making communities safer since me and Shane was, 8, 9 years old, and he's still in the community saving kids' lives.
That's right.
You can't tell this guy anything. He's been there. He's done that. He's wrote manuals. Like, when I tell you he knows policing, he knows policing. And what's good about this squad is we're all from the community, and we went back to community police. You guys send in the videos, and we'll give you our professional, honest assessment. We handing out accountability on everybody, not just the civilian, but police officers as well. Now, this particular video, right? I like this video. And the reason why I like this video is because we're not talking about the legality of the actual stop, because I'll try to look it up. It's very little bit of information. But what I do like about the stop that we've seen over and over again, where officers do not tactically block an individual in that they're trying to take into custody. Very obviously, officers wanted these guys in the custody, right? We've seen people sleep in cars. We've seen people pull up to cars. Officers jump in cars. Officers start shooting into parked car. Like, we just seen the most craziest things. I responded to numerous calls where somebody was sleeping in a car. They had a gun. Subject was wanted. And there's a tactical approach. There's a methodical, tactical approach for those type. And I've seen it go wrong so many times. I like the fact that how they box them in. You want to eliminate their movement. You want to stop them from being able to pull out. I love how they did that. They quickly boxed them in. They quickly broke the window and removed them out of the car. The tactics was on point when I say this is exactly how you take somebody in the custody that's in the car, that the car can move. It started. You've seen the car actually move. They boxed them in. They contained them. Perfect tactics. If you disagree, make sure you put it in the comments, because I want to hear your views on this. This is textbook stuff. Go ahead.
Joe, you're right. Technically, it's a textbook boxing, left, right, center. They couldn't go anywhere. And the good thing about it was that no one got hurt. Little glass went through. Like you said, we respond on numerous calls of people sleeping, wanted person, felony warrants, things of that sort. They handled it well. They boxed them in. They couldn't move. They knocked out the glass and pulled them out. And no one got hurt. No shots fired, anything of that sort. I think they did an excellent job. It was minimal damage all around to the cars, to the people, the bystanders, things of that sort. So I got to agree with you, Joe. It's a textbook stop. The key is to control the situation. And they were able to control the situation. They boxed them in properly. And again, minimal damage. No one got hurt. If they would have complied, they probably would have knocked the window out, but they didn't. So they had to pull them out. But as far as technically concerned, no one got hurt. To me, it was a righteous stop.
Yeah, and I'm glad you just made me think. I wanted to share this with the audience, right? We emphasize on tactics. We emphasize on doing it right. Every officer you see on the streets received hours and hours of training. Some, depending on the department and depending on the unit, that's even more training. And what I realized that a lot of people don't understand is when we see officers and they don't follow training, 9 times out of 10, it's followed by somebody getting badly hurt or killed. proper training, right, and how to apply it in reality saves lives.
Mm-hmm.
You just reminded me of, you said perfect textbook style.
Mm-hmm.
Minimum amount of damage was done. All parties involved, right, get to see it the day. And because of the proper training, they took their training and they applied it to everyday work. And they used it exactly like it's supposed to be used. So I'm so glad
that's the good part, Joe. When you said application, we can get a lot of training, and I did take a touch on this too, a lot of training. But if you don't apply what you learn, it means nothing. Because a lot of times people say, "Oh, they need more training." No, I've been through thousands of hours of in service. You've been 1,000 hours.
Yep.
Ted, I know hundreds of thousands of hours of service that he's been through. It's not about
wait, Ted?
It's about applying.
Through 1,000,000 hours.
Yeah, he's a million miler. That's right. He's listen. Ted is platinum medallion training. You hear me? Platinum medallion. He's Delta forever. He's 5'3". You know, he was doing this with babies, man. I was in diapers. He was arresting people.
Yeah, Ted was responding to calls in a horse.
Hey, Ted wasn't an officer. He was an overseer. He went all the way back. The first batch was overseer. It wasn't an officer.
Yes, beautiful.
Go ahead, OG.
Hey, man. The only criticism I have is I think he cleared the glass out with his foot. That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah.
That's the only criticism I have. I think that everything else was tactically sound. The view wasn't as well as I thought it should have been, because I would like to have seen who was covering the people as they were trying to snatch him out. But the two that came from the right side, they did it right. To bump the car and hold it is right. I think the one thing we have not talked about, guys, is post briefing. When we sit down and talk about what we did right and what we did wrong.
Right.
It's always critical, especially when you're operating with folks that you operate with all the time. Now, when you're with folks that you don't know, that's a whole different ball of wax. Especially when you're riding roughshod. A lot of times in our narcotics takedowns, we were riding roughshod. Doing things halfway, and it showed sometimes. But other times, once you got used to working with folk, it really helps. Like I remember one instance where the guy was, we took off 2 kilos in a hotel room, and a guy was pulling up to buy more dope from the same room, and we stayed in the room and waited until they told us that they had stopped the car, and we came out to take the guy who was buying in custody, and he had a remote control for the radio. Back in the 80s, they had 90s, they had remote controls for their radio. And the remote control or a phone sometimes looked like a gun in the darkness. So one of the guys on the outside screamed as soon as we came out the house, out the hotel room, "Don't shoot. He's got a remote in his hand." So that lets you know that he knew that we were already fingers on the trigger already, knowing, and then seeing his hands go up and something black in his hands, but he said, "Don't shoot." It's a remote control. So that kind of stuff that you do instantaneously, it helps in the circumstances, because that's something you never heard about. So the post arrest briefing is just as critical as the pre-planning, because you want to say what you went through. I don't know about you guys, but
oh yeah,
I went on a couple of deals where the folk who went in number one never should have been there. I'm swinging the hammer. I'm almost always number 3. I don't. But one time I was number 2, was when things went the wrong way, because the guy leading the raid was a case agent, and he nutted up as soon as he got inside the house. He saw the guy coming down the stairs. He froze. So like Keystone Cops, we bumping in the back of each other, and luckily, we come in with our guns. The only person with a gun up is a guy in the front. The rest of us are down, and that was an advantage. But he froze, and I had to go around. First, I'm number 2. I'd never been number 2 ever in the probably 15, 20, 25 doors I hit with the hammer. I don't ever remember being number 2. I was always number 3 or number 4. But that time I was number 2, and I thought it was unusual right away.
Mhm.
Went up there, the guy dragged him down the stairs. All I saw was his legs. And rolled him over, put cuffs on him, and took him out like we're supposed to do. Finished our snake.
Mhm.
Came back out. I told him up front, you will never lead a raid. I'm involved in ever again. 2 months later, he left, went to Secret Service.
Yeah, that was probably the best thing that happened.
Correct.
Excuse me.
Best thing that could have happened to you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you guys, you heard it from the squad, man. The officers, I know, and all you guys, probably different departments, probably heard the same thing. As soon as you get out of the academy, what they say, forget all that academy. Your training starts now. Don't forget what you learn in the academy. What you learn in the academy actually saves lives. It really does. A lot of people will tell you, you just did that. You had to get through the academy, make the requirements. Your training starts now. The training that you receive that starts now, it costs a lot of taxpayer dollars, because that's where your lawsuits coming at, because you're not following policy and procedures. And then people are getting hurt. People are getting killed because you're not applying the force that you're supposed to have applied. You're not applying the actual tactics that you're supposed to apply in the right order that you. I mean, there's so much to understanding why it's important that you follow policy, that you follow procedures. I remember one time, just before I close it out, and it was me, I know what I'm doing. So I had like a little cockiness to me. I had to use some force, and an officer ran over to me, and he was like, yo, they recording. And I looked at him, I was like, I got this, right? So I told the guy, listen, you're under arrest. I ain't going nowhere. You got to take me this. I said, yo, listen, let me tell you what I'm about to do. I'm about to spray you with mace, right? I'm about to OC you. As soon as you start grabbing your eyes, I'm going to take your arm. I'm going to lift you up, and I'm going to slam you to the ground, and I'm going to pull your arm behind the back, right? And the guy's looking at him like, you ain't doing that. I said, yo, I'm telling you what I'm about to do. Like, he's like, you ain't doing it. What happened? And cuffed him, and the officer was like, they're recording.
Yes, it's textbook. It's fine. Let them record.
I said they can record all day long. You know why? I didn't make that up. I follow procedure to the T. Let them go, take the camera, go complain. The first thing the department does is they look at your actions and they match it to a policy. They match it to a procedure, and they'll go, "Up, he was within policy. He's good to go." But if you're not, then you're looking at days on a sheet. You're looking at fire. You're looking at there's so much. If you apply it, because one of the things that I think happens when it comes down to officers, they're not comfortable going hands-on. We come from environments that was a part of your upbringing. So it was real
easy
for me to go, yo, listen, I'm gonna tell you about what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna OC you, your eyes gonna be burning, you ain't gonna be able to see. I have the advantage. I'm gonna grab your arm, I'm gonna put you in an arm bar, and I'm gonna slam your ass on the ground, and then I'm gonna cuff you, then I'm gonna take you to jail. And then you got an additional charge for resisting, because I'm just telling you, you're under arrest. I got a warrant. You got a warrant, and I'm going to serve you with that warrant. I'm going to cuff you. We go serve you the warrant. You're good to go. You this whole, I'm not going. You going. You going. I promise you, you going. Right. How you go is up to you. Like, come on, relax. No. I'm like, all right, you want to do the hard way. And I was always like, yo, and that's textbook style. Use your OC. Go hands on, like the levels, the escalation, the continuum. Like I applied it. I had no problem. So the officer was kind of mad at me because I was like, I don't care about cameras, man. Like I'm doing exactly what I'm trained to do. And if you do exactly what you trained to do, you won't have to worry. Right.
Exactly. You should welcome the cameras. You should welcome.
Yeah, bring it to court. Bring it to court. Right.
Exactly. I mean, you was good, Joe. The OC. I didn't want to go OC. I just hands on. I didn't want that back spray to hit me up, man.
We didn't have OC.
Man,
There's no canister on the hip.
back in the days of Moses.
You had that slapper, aka donkey dick. That's what you had.
Man, you heard him. He said you was one of the disciples.
You smacked him upside the head.
That's like what he was, exactly. That's right.
Yeah.
Look, hey, you listen. I was an OC guy because I want the advantage, right? I used to always say, "There's no way in the world you're gonna kick my ass blindfolded. Like you can't see me. I'm winning. Like I am winning. Like
Oh man.
I don't care how big you are. I'm gonna have the upper. I used to go through OC like you wouldn't believe.
Wow.
Like, dude, you about to like. I don't care how big you're. I am not in my head, right? I go. There's no way possible. I'm letting the blind man beat my ass. Like,
Yo, I hated the OC, dude. The last part of the caddy when they hit that OC, you had to go to the
Yeah.
dude.
yeah,
I'm about to die. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, get this out my face.
I hate
the
that.
water,
We had to go
please.
back and get one girl. She fell out in the cloud and just laid on the ground, snotting and crying. We had to go back in the smoke and get her out.
yo, when we was in the academy and I got that sprayed in my eyes, bro, that it burnt so. I was mad. I was like,
Yo.
what? Not everything. But after that, I said, OC's gonna be my favorite too.
Oh man, dude, I would take a shower the next day. I still felt the burning, bro.
Yeah,
You want everybody to suffer like you.
Oh man.
I was like, nah, man. One time I was actually on the ground, right? We was hands on going, and I actually sprayed the OC in my hand.
No, you did.
Right through
You ain't right, Joe. You ain't right.
Oh, that dirty. Oh my God.
You ain't right.
yeah,
Dirty Joe. Dirty Joe.
yeah, but it worked. But
Down?
I'm sure it did work.
every time,
Just don't go to the bathroom with that hand when you get done. No.
I'm telling you.
Make sure you watch that shit.
yeah,
off.
you had to, because it stayed for a while too.
Oh yeah, you got to wash them clothes.
Mhm.
Cold water.
Big. But I was one like, and I know the boss was mad because every time I use OC, I do a report.
That's right.
Like, I was like, yo, dude, like, yo, I'm going to, I don't care how big you are, how, like, what kind of fight, you not fighting, you not winning against me, and you blinded. Like, that's just not going to happen. I'm going to blind you. I'm going to have the advantage. Like, I'm definitely going to.
No, that's right.
But listen, squad, listen, we our viewers, our supporters, we love you guys. Continually support the PBM brand. Tell us in the comments what you think. You know, tactics was just about, we really emphasizing on tactics, especially with your officers out here. Like we say all the time, you got a beef with the police, do not fight on the side of the road. The officer has the home